Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KitBadger.com out here for another gear review, and today I'm talking about this guy right here, which is the OG helmet bag by OTTE Gear. OTTE Gear? OTTE Gear, however you pronounce it. So, what is it? It's a helmet bag, but there's actually some pretty cool features in here, and it's also set up to carry your night vision too. So, one padded bag to carry all of your goodies for, adventures. Up front we have our two handles right here, and there's these zippers as well as a Velcro field if you want to put sweet patches there, and then we can use these zippers to unzip the entire thing. Inside you have this bright orange VS17 panel material, and by the way, the whole thing's made of this 500D Cordura, and this entire thing as well as this compartment here, everything's padded. But inside here I have my helmet. There's kind of a clever strap right here that lets you basically put this over, come back on itself for attaching your helmet, or securing it rather, in there. This one right here is my ops core. I believe it is their Sentry mid-cut something or other. I get lost in the nomenclature. But I have my arms for my amp headset, also by ops core. Got this guy, SureFire Vampire, on a Vari-Arc, so I can move it. Up top, one of the Unity Tactical, one of their Sparks. This one happens to be red. And then underneath here, I'll keep random stuff like basically my cables, push to talk, as well as my boom mic for my audio setup on my amp headset. And then on one side you have Velcro, on the other side you have these pockets, and then back here you have this nod compartment, which you can actually take out. It's Velcroed in there. Down on the bottom you have that strip of Velcro, so you can take it in and out. I actually really like this feature because I don't necessarily lock up my helmet in my safe, but I do usually end up locking up my nods. So this compartment is compartmentalized with, you can remove this if you needed to, but basically these sections of padded material, Velcroed on there, and then this also is padded, so numerous layers of protection there. And if we open this up, we can further compartmentalize this with Velcro too. In here I have my Wilcox mount, and then I have my night vision. This also has the little mission recorder I have on there. Leave it all in there. You can adjust this so it fits in snug. Again, this guy I keep over off to the side, throw that back there. And then this guy can go in the safe when it comes out, drops straight in, and then I have my helmet and other gear. And since this is Velcro in here, anything that attaches to a Velcro field you can put in here. By way of example, just because the way I have my helmet set up with this counterweight in the back, also by Licentia Arms, it is basically sized for a little 10 round mag, which is pretty sweet. And I just threw this thing back here because if I try and put it here, the helmet doesn't fit very well, but it works. I can stick it on there. Then when I go to set up my helmet, pull this guy out, take that, fix that there, and I'm good to go. And again, another one of the Unity Tactical Sparks. This one happens to be IR, but peel it off for the sake of transport, throw it in there. And then also in here, these Sparks are great. I have just a random one over here on the side. This one's actually blue, so medium or low, high. Strobe I don't really use, but it's enough light to see what's going on in here at night when your eyes are adjusted. Then over on this other side, we have these elastic pouches. You can put pretty much anything in. I actually have an extra set of covers for my nods in there, and I also have the in-ear ear pro that go with the amp headset. And I think I probably have an extra one of the Sparks by Unity Tactical. Pretty solid setup. So if I was going to set everything up, This helmet would end up coming out. I would throw my amp headset on here. I would end up pulling this counterweight off, slap this gun back here, open up my nods compartment, pull this guy out, put that in there, and boom, good to go. Then if I want, of course, if I'm gonna be running comms, I can attach my comms to my amps, do all that stuff. Then, of course, in reverse, take all my stuff apart, throw this guy back in here. This comes over the top, grabs it, and there's a little bit of elastic built in here. So get it there, throw it up, make sure we're pretty centered up, throw that flap back over. There we are. Big picture, I think this OG helmet bag is pretty rad. If there's anything I would like to see, I kind of wish it was just a little bit longer dimensionally, which dimensionally it is 24 inches by, I believe, 11 inches by 13 inches. I would like it, again, just to be a little bit longer. Reason being is then I wouldn't have to take off that counterweight, which I can kind of get away with it, but zipping these zippers is like really, really tight. Overall though, it basically gives you a turnkey way to carry some high dollar stuff that we don't want to get banged around. Even helmets, whether it's a ballistic helmet or like a bump helmet, you don't want to celebrate it. Like, it's to protect you, and you don't want to be dropping that thing or smashing it into stuff. Like, its ability will deteriorate, just like any other armor. Like, read the labels on your bike helmet or a motorcycle helmet. Like, you drop it once, you should replace it because it no longer has the integrity it did. Granted, ballistic helmets can take a lot of abuse, but we don't want to celebrate it. And with that, night vision. Spend a lot of money on some night vision. Last thing you want to do is throw it loose in a Pelican case, have it get beat up, scratched, all those things. And so the ability to have a padded case within a padded case, awesome. And then also to have it removable. So depending on how you store it, you can pull that out, as I mentioned, for myself personally, throw it in the safe. Overall, I think this thing is really cool. One thing I would say is, yes, it's all padded and that's really cool. I would not like put a luggage tag and check this as a check bag or anything like that. Not even with respect to the value of the contents, just that it's padded, but not to be celebrated. So transporting stuff like this, for example, went down to a 2-day Chuck Pressburg night fighter class, and I ended up taking this, threw it into one of my totes, basically. Again, it's not a ruggedized case, it's basically a plastic tote that has, I think, the CC12 by Prometheus Design Works, and it just makes it an easy way to carry and store like all kinds of different gear. Or if you're gonna fly, probably some sort of hard-sided case like Pelican or something like that. Price-wise, OG helmet bag, about 200 bucks through OTTE Gear, through the link below. And it's available in a number of colors. This right here is their gray. They also have a Ranger green, Coyote, multicam black, and as you are seeing this, they may or may not have any of their Poppies of War. A limited print, it's pretty cool. I've definitely been really pleased just kind of across the board with how the thing has performed for me, and it just makes it really simple. And yeah, it's $200. It's also made in the US, and it's protecting like $12,000 investment. So probably money well spent. Lastly, if you appreciate my content and want to support it, greatly appreciate it. Whether it's liking and sharing videos or going over to kitbadger.com, picking up some stickers, patches, things like that, or supporting me directly through Patreon. All that support helps me go out and create more content for you. And over on Patreon, You usually get early access to videos, as well as some exclusive content and questions answered. Over there we have active Discord, but as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.